game.
Oh, there's some loot on the ground. You missed it. Pick up. Pick up the shiny stuff.
Only once. Show me control.
So this relationship between Kratos and Atreus is like a foundation of this game.
Yeah.
And you really pick up on it within minutes of playing it. You immediately are captivated by the relationship they've got.
Wow.
Slowing things down a little bit here. There's your loot. Those green items are health.
Okay.
So that's treated a little bit differently. You don't have to open chests every time now to get more.
This used to be a marketplace. The giants used to gather here to trade with the gods a long time ago. I wonder if Odin was ever here.
I love the Norse mythology just kind of winds its way around everything. It's
exactly. It feels natural.
Yeah. You're kind of unraveling it, and it's obviously a unique sort of interpretation.
Do you know anything about how closely they kind of stuck to the original mythology, or how many liberties they took?
I think so that's the thing about Norse mythology is it's super open to interpretation. There's different names, different characters. There's a lot of different interpretations of it. So, when I talked to Corey about that, he explained that they really wanted to kind of make their own mark on it and kind of do their own version of it. So we don't know how far it goes just yet because we're just getting an early look at the game.
Wow.
But I guess you're just going to have to play it when it comes out, Justin.
April 20th. Only on PlayStation 4.
These are heavy joggers.
Yeah.
These guys are serious business. I was really struggling with them. There's a great parry. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, that was
Awesome.
great. Oh, shatter that guy. Okay, yeah.
So good. I was really excited for this game, but when I played it, I was like, get out of the way.
Oh, what's happening here? What is that? Is that like a perfect parry kind of thing?
A little bit of runic magic, I believe.
Oh, cool. I see you can press L3 and R3 together to do something.
That's Spartan Rage. Yeah, that's a real interesting take on that one too. Boom!
Oh, I see they have like a little snowflake meter above their health bar as you're hitting them with that axe. I assume that when that fills up, that's when they freeze.
Mm-hmm. Nothing like stepping on a little health crystal.
It's so cool to finally see this game in action. We've seen so many awesome-looking trailers. The game has looked so impressive ever since we revealed it a couple years ago. Just seeing it being played now just is so encouraging. And man, it looks like they just nailed it.
Yeah, I mean, that was my take on it. Like, I just sort of fell in love instantly.
What's happening?
This is an interesting part.
Yeah.
Sid, be quiet.
It's the Revenant.
That's the Revenant. So
Whoa!
she's a little too quick for Kratos. Like, that's the thing.
Oh.
See?
But maybe Atreus can stun her with a strategic arrow.
Boom! Right there.
Nice.
So it's battles like this that really show you how integral Atreus is. He's not just a companion. He is absolutely a part of the fight.
That's awesome.
So he's going for the stun damage right there. He got it.
R3, do it. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
There's the brutal Kratos we all know.
Yeah, if anybody was worried that Kratos was going to be getting a little kinder in his old age.
I expect an improvement.
This fun little character. What's this guy's name?
Brock.
Brock.
B-R-O-K, Brock.
Little blue guy.
So, where's the other half of the brand?
All my dumb brothers got it. But I got all the talent.
This guy cracked me up.
Yeah, this I didn't know what to make of this character, but
Is he like a blacksmith?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here you go. Let's get into the deep dive stuff here.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's juicy.
Here's the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything else looks I'm a nerd for like upgrade trees and progression stuff and all that.
This game is going to speak to you, my friend.
Yeah, there was a lot more going on here than I was expecting, to be totally honest.
See,
I mean,
this is what I was interested in.
yeah.
God of fashion.
Be too careful now.
God of fashion. Another quick look. If you look down his lower torso, you see that classic armor poking out from beneath.
Now, but our friends
sneaky.
who were hiding in the trees are back for more. Go on, give that axe a twirl.
Got that upgraded Leviathan axe here, and you're going to see this thing is way more potent now.
Wait, are you just fighting this thing right in front of Brock?
Yeah.
As you do. So satisfying.
That parry is so nice.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the air juggles going.
Oh, yeah.
So look
Big
at that.
time. Big
Nice.
time. So again, there's going to be some things veterans are going to recognize, and that's one of them. Oh, I love
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
I love this little move.
Oh, I was just going to ask what was going on with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of environment interaction, kicking guys in the walls. You know, if you're clever, you can kind of, you know, drop pots on their head, things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And a lush natural environment for you.
The environment work here is just
Yeah.
stunning.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty game.
Even just from it going between cutscenes back into combat, back into gameplay, it's seamless, honestly.
Are the cutscenes all like rendered like with the kind of in-engine, or do they do the cut like the pre-rendered stuff like in previous games?
Well, no, it's this game has that whole philosophy around like no camera cuts. It's like one,
okay.
it's just one cut from beginning to end. So
Nice.
you just go right through the entire game. It doesn't break away to say like, oh, check out what's going on over here. You're just with Kratos and Atreus for the entire experience. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
cool.
It's very intimate. It was something that actually they settled on really early in development. So.
Boy, over here.
Boy.
Interesting. I may want to write that down.
Tell us more.
So that's a fresh new look at God of War. It's coming out April 20th on PS4. What'd you guys think? Real quick.
Oh man, it looks incredible. I can't wait.
I'm just constantly blown away by it.
Here.
So we
What
do
does it say?
have actually a lot more coming, so stay with us, but we've got a lot more.
PlayStation.
Every God of War had power fantasy when it comes to Kratos, meaning that you go into fights and you feel really strong. You feel powerful, you feel like you can take them on, you feel like you can take anything on, no matter how small, no matter how big, it's like Kratos can handle it. So for this game, even though we were changing pretty much everything about the combat, we wanted to make sure that Kratos still felt like he was a powerhouse.
The two things that we had talked about early on were like, one, we don't want to make an open world game. Two, we don't want to just mimic Dark Souls. As much as we like that game, there is kind of this interesting loop inside of it that we wanted to capture. That's when we really, I think, started embracing the fact that not all of God of War just has to be charge in, hit, and then sort of wake up after everything's over, right? We just didn't have that strategic element, that cerebral engagement. And all of the pieces that we put together throughout development put the player in a position that they have to think as they're fighting.
For this game, he's got a new weapon, his Leviathan Axe, and with this weapon we wanted to be a little bit more tactical, still feel powerful at the end of the day, but have a little bit more decision-making and a little bit more deliberate actions on the player.
We've created scenarios in which, hey, it's advantageous to really experiment with this. And we've noticed that once people start seeing that, oh, I'm gonna try that one now, right? Because we give you a lot.
We want to make sure that, hey, when you win this fight, did you win it slightly different than this other player won the fight? Maybe you kicked him into a wall, stunned him, and grabbed him. Maybe you tripped him and then slammed your axe on top of him to split him in half. There's multiple ways to handle enemies this game.
But I love the kind of trick shot stuff with the axe. So like throwing and tripping the character and then repositioning myself to put another character between me and the axe, recalling the axe and taking the character from the ground, popping him up, hitting another character in that line from behind, grabbing and then comboing that, launching him up, and then throwing a runic attack on him.
Once you throw your axe, we didn't want Kratos to be useless. We wanted to make sure that he still had a moveset, so he's got a shield that can expand on command now. A lot of his bare hand attacks uses that to get more damage. With this thing, he can stun much easier, much faster than the axe itself.
Well, Kratos can throw the axe. He has ranged abilities, right? If you're blocking, you have to block. But the addition of Atreus means I can block and actually fire arrows. So I can strategize that I can open somebody up while maintaining some safety and then quickly get in while they're opened up and then follow that up with something. So it gives you a really interesting sense that I can both have an aggressive stance and a defensive stance at the same time. God of War was, the boat deck, right? On the Hydra ship, one section, bam, you already understand kind of all of the base combat stuff, and then we incorporate a little bit of magic later. So this was far more ambitious, and I think honestly, the audiences are more adept at games. They've played a lot more games. The game industry has progressed and matured, so people are looking for inherently a greater depth to the games that they're playing.
Pre-order and get 3 shield skins for in-game.
PlayStation.
son. We do not fight because the world makes us fight. We fight for a greater purpose. We forge into the unknown to fulfill the promise we made.